record. Okay.
All right. Well, you just counted down 1, 2, 3. I've been recording for about 40 seconds. Right?
No, it's fine. No,
I
it's
want
not for
you to leave
you.
all of that in the pod, okay? People
What?
need to listen to technical issues.
No, we're not
recording
gonna leave all that in.
preparation.
We're not.
So how do we describe these trailers to people?
Okay. Whoa, first of all, what is up, guys, and welcome to the VisualWood Podcast, episode number 57. And we're here with the rude, the disgraceful, the ugly?
Wow, thanks, bro. Yeah, I sent Matt a picture of myself the other day, and he's been calling me ugly ever since.
Yep.
What is this?
You know, what he did is he took a picture. One of those pictures with the Polaroid pictures where you have to shake it. Yeah, that one. I'm quoting Outkast. He took a picture of a potato and sent it to me through the mail. And thank you for that. Christmas
Did I
gift.
tell you I got a potato for Christmas?
Oh, did that person know your channel?
Yeah, it was my younger brother. He got my older brother a potato as well. So, but I got.
It was like, you know what? 2 for 1. Let me get it and knock 2 gifts at once. All right.
I already told you he had no money. So basically, what he did was he got me a potato in a box, like it was a really nice box. But you open it up, it was this old muddy potato, and in the bottom were like a load of tubes of like acrylic paint that had half already been used and like been opened and dried out and stuff. And I guess the idea was that I was supposed to paint on it, but in the end we just peeled it and had it with Christmas dinner. It was delicious.
Hold on, what? I missed something here. Paint? You're eating paint?
No. I never used the paints in the end. I do now have a handful of acrylics. If anyone would like some old rubbish used acrylic paints, send me a message on YouTube, and you could be the lucky winner of this fabulous prize as a bit of a late Christmas present from me.
I'm pretty sure he's joking, guys.
No, I'd do it. I would do it. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't cost much to post and pack, right?
All right. Anyways.
All right. So tell people about these trailers. How do we?
So all right. So there's these trailers that keep coming up in my feed because I clicked on one on my other
Matt
account.
was looking at naughty videos on YouTube.
My other account on the Matt Casual account. I clicked on one of these trailers, and it just filled up with all these other trailers that had the same clickbait. Like they're all just like sexy pictures on the thumbnails, right? And I'm like, hold up, what? Is this a thing? And I was telling Wood Potatoes this, and I sent him a link of the most cringy video ever.
This is honestly the most cringy film trailer I've ever seen in my life. You guys have to see this. It's like, hey, we're 5 nerdy guys. We like girls. We like boobs. We like... It's so bad. It's got all this really cheesy, stupid music.
It's called Casting Couch.
Yes, it keeps freeze framing, and like the whole idea is these like losers are they like pretend that they're shooting a movie so that they can like get girls to audition, and then it's just... And it's so bad you'd think it's supposed to be like a parody of itself, but it's not. And then there's just a bunch of arbitrary, sleazy shots of women in very little clothes making out and stuff. It's so bad. And we're not sure if it's actually a movie, are we?
Yeah, it is. I looked it up on IMDb.
Oh, is it?
Casting
Oh my god,
Couch.
is this Movie Club?
Yeah, no, this is not Movie Club.
Why? We don't have an idea for Movie Club.
Oh, wow, those are a pair of boobs on IMDb. What is this? Hold on,
God,
what?
Are we in genuine weird territory right now?
I don't hold up. I never knew a pair of boobs could be on a cover. Is that a thing?
What are you talking about? Of course it can. Why couldn't that be a thing? What, like a movie cover?
Oh, it's marked off. Okay, never mind. No, it can't be on a cover of a regular movie.
What do you mean? If it's an 18, why not? Well, I guess...
All right, I'm going to send you the link for Casting Crowns. Everyone can go to Casting Crowns IMDb, right? There's going to be people who like this, liked other films, right? And under there, you're going to see something called Victim, right?
Okay.
And then it's basically tape over her nips. But yeah.
Wow, what are we doing? This is pretty rated M right now.
Yeah, it is. Sorry guys, I'll
my
cut this out. I'll cut this out. It's fine.
My 5-year-old son watches this podcast, Matt. I don't think he'd appreciate this.
I'll cut this out. It's fine.
Are you really gonna cut this out?
Maybe.
Here's the top review. Okay, 2 stars. Horrible. Desperate to meet new girls, 6 down on their luck guys come up with the ultimate plan to hook up. cast a fake movie. When tons of hot chicks show up to the audition, it's a matter of who's willing to go the farthest to get the part. It's so rapey and horrible. Packed with enough crude humor and sexy girls for a dozen movies, Casting Couch is a hilarious scam that's about to get real. Horrible, simply horrible. You've seen the formula. You've hated the formula. You will want to stay away at all costs.
Yeah, this is like, back then where American Pie was still going on and all these films were coming out. Like, was it Aero Trip was actually pretty funny, I think.
Dude, this is a 2013 movie.
Yeah, but see, they're doing the same because sex sells. People are gonna do these things. It's never gonna stop.
It's literally the worst trailer I've ever seen. It pains my brain. Physically pains my brain.
Yeah, it's like one of those. If you guys have been around for a while, you've seen these type of movies before. It's one of those when you go into Blockbuster and you see unrated on someone's butt like that. That's that's the type of movie this is. From what we can see, anyway.
And I don't even think it's like bad enough to be like funny bad.
No, it's probably not. It's probably just for a couple random guys have no acting career after this. And you can see like all these other trailers, all of them, everything on this. Was it Hollywood Streams? Is this YouTube channel? They're all clickbait. Let's go on the channel. Let me see.
Make someone click the guys. Go to Hollywood Streams. Click a single video, and then YouTube will be recommending the worst possible things to you for a long time.
Yes.
It's okay because I've been watching a lot of Ricky Gervais stuff lately, so that's also like competing with all the crude absurdity of these thumbnails. So it's like here's a video with a thumbnail of a naked lady, and directly underneath it, Craig Ferguson, best interview ever with Robin Williams. Living with Ricky Gervais.
Let me see what I've been looking at. It's probably going to be a lot of Peep Show because you kept.
Guys, I got Matt into Peep Show a little bit, maybe just a little bit.
Yeah. All right. So here's one Peep Show. There's a Pokemon video because I was listening to this Pokemon reggae song, and there's some tabletop. There's like 2 tabletop. Cell Box from Total Biscuit, which I don't watch Cell Box for his channel.
Hey, what do you think would happen, right? Do you think it'd be a fun game if we, like, went to history and then just went, like, I don't know, like a month ago? Do you know what I mean? Like, because this history's old, right? It goes back a long, 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 long way. Thing is, I watched so many YouTube videos. It would take me forever to get, like, a week back.
Yeah.
Mostly it's just... the Futurama Robot Hell songs. That's so good. You stole from Boy Scouts, nuns, and banks. Oh, don't blame me, blame my upbringing. Please stop sinning while I'm singing. Oh, it's a great song.
It reminds me of the other songs. You like songs, don't you? Because you sent me the American Dad songs, which I never knew existed.
Steve Smith.
Yeah.
Also known as Scott Grimes. He sings better at Steve Smith, but yeah. Daddy's got... Oh, I'm not singing it. I can't get that high.
So, what have you been doing this week?
Well, it's New Year's week.
This week.
It's New Year's week. I was playing a new game. What was I playing? Something. I don't know. We've got a bit of a resolution though, right? That we're going to be playing a lot of little new games.
Yeah, we have a resolution for a lot of changes and upgrades and.
Well, don't mention it though, because if it doesn't happen in the end, then people will be like, "Oh, you're going back on your word." See.
Yeah, we can't do that on the internet. You know,
yeah,
we want to make sure that we're honest people. You know,
you'll get egg on your face.
Exactly, and we don't want that. You know.
Yeah, but
every
time
I think about egg, I think about the How To Basic guy like touching the egg,
and
very
then
softly.
Just cracking it on stuff.
Yeah.
You realize it's like multiple eggs, right?
Yeah, just like and he's like touching.
Reassemble the same egg. Do you think you could do that?
What? Wow. How To Basic?
No. Yes. I'm asking you. Do you want to turn Matt Casual into a How To Basic channel?
Dude, I would totally rock that, man. I would go. I would go beyond. I would start having like the camera on mountains and stuff. Like I would start doing the same thing. It's gonna be like cold and snowing outside, and I'm still in my boxers. It will be great. It will be great, dude. Just amazing shots in the background while I'm just like fixing a sandwich in the most weirdest way possible. It's gonna be great.
How to make a sandwich on a mountain. A lot of people do need that, you know. Vikings and stuff, etc.
Yeah. And we could toast it on the fire too. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Like, so in the new year, I'm trying to broaden my tastes a bit, I guess. And we'll see how it goes. But for this week, it's sort of in all holiday stuff. We're doing a lot of decorating at the moment, so there's been a bit of upheaval. You already know about the ceiling thing, and that's been a bit of the. But yeah, what about you? You've been playing the Elite Dangerous still, right?
Yeah, I bought me a cheap, I guess it can be a HOTAS or HOTAS.
Thrustmaster, didn't you call it?
It was a Thrustmaster. Yes, it was the. It came in. Did I get it last week? It was the. I think I did get it last week. No.
Well, you told me you were going to get it. For everyone that's listening, with this podcast, we're actually recording only like 3 days after the previous one, right? It's only been a couple of days since we did the last one, so I don't actually know how much news you've got. But I think last time I talked to you, you didn't have it yet. Well, you said you'd bought it, but it hadn't arrived.
Yeah, I played a few with it. Maybe I was talking about it, but I just didn't get to play enough with it. But I did now, and I use the joystick to do all the flying. And man, it's a little bit better than having the 360 stick. Like, it just feels better.
Yeah.
And, more immersed and everything like that. It's a cheap one. It's like $40 for this thing. And, with the same accuracy as the one that's like $400, which I don't know. Right now, $400, that ain't happening anytime soon unless I get PewDiePie level. So,
yeah. Well, the thing is, as well, if it's got the same accuracy, are you only really doing it because it's all heavy in metal? And
yeah, I do a lot of research before about it. No, yeah, all heavy in metal. And it has a throttle as well. There's no throttle you can get separately on the internet. That's cheap anyway. There's this other company called CH Company. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will find this interesting, so I'll stop talking about this. But CH Products, they make this throttle, but it's like $100 and it's like full on plastic and stuff. And I don't feel like paying $100 for just a throttle. I feel like I'll just use my keyboard. I have a pretty nice not cherry, brown MX switches on my keyboard, and they feel just fine, and they work for the throttle. Not quite as good as an actual throttle, but I'm fine with this purchase.
And what about the game itself? Are you still enjoying it, or
yeah,
or is it more?
I am. I really am, and I played few hours of this, quite a bit. I guess days actually, but like I've really got into it and see it for what it is. And yes, it's really good, and I do feel like still some people are not gonna like this game. Some people are gonna find $60 not worth it for this game right now.
No.
But I still enjoy it. I'm not gonna talk too much about it, but like there's just some experiences where you just you're just out there in the world, and it just feels amazing. I can't get that anywhere else. When you're out there, I've been playing with a friend, a friend who has been watching us for a while. He watches the channel and everything.
Okay.
And me and him have just been going out bounty hunting, and now we're going to the Empire and stuff because like the Federation was being douchebags, and not like there's this bug that for some reason my bounties weren't being claimed, and I got really pissed at the Federation about it. I don't know if it's a bug or if it's something I did or something like that, but yeah, like crazy stuff has been happening. I actually have it all recorded, but
what do you mean you have it recorded? Is that going up or?
I might. I'm thinking about it. But yeah. So like it's been a good experience. I gotta say, it's been like really good moments that I haven't experienced in any other game.
Do you think Star Citizen? That's still bugged for you, right? You haven't been able to play it.
No, it's still bugged for me. Yeah.
Do you think that the more you look at it is gonna give you something similar? Like, because I have to assume that the more you play Elite Dangerous, the more you're gonna notice the differences between the games. And
yeah. I've watched a lot of footage, and my friend has it, and he let me hold it. But from what he was telling me about it, and what I've been watching, it's a different game. It's a different game, and I feel like right now I like Elite Dangerous a little bit more from the footage. I like the fact that it's a little bit more, I guess it's not necessarily slow paced when it comes down to the combat, but it feels accurate. Like everything is fast in Star Citizen, right? There's certain ones that can move more, and you have to worry about G's and you blanking out if you go too fast in certain directions and stuff like that.
I'm watching a video of a guy in a hangar on Star Citizen right now.
Yeah, and
getting into his ship and stuff.
It's pretty cool. Like that stuff is pretty cool because they have more money to do it, and eventually Elite Dangerous is gonna get it. But I feel like if Elite Dangerous does catch up to Star Citizen when it comes down to planet landings and landing in the stations and having that social aspect, I feel like I might be playing Elite Dangerous a little bit more. I don't know, things might change when Star Citizen becomes a full game and they add all those stuff in. But I'm okay. Like I love FPSs. I wouldn't mind going in and playing an FPS, in a Star Citizen game. I always like that. Can you imagine like a Star Wars or a Star Trek type of game like this, where you're a space sim?
Looks beautiful in this video.
Yeah, it's
like out in the planet's atmosphere. It looks insane.
Yeah, it looks really good. Look really, really good.
Yeah, you're still sort of favoring Elite Dangerous.
Looks are not everything to me.
No, fair enough.
Yeah, like it. I am all for the good, beautiful graphics. I am all for it. But like, just like another experience I want to talk about is the PS4. But it's all about the gameplay and how I stay with it. And I will still pick up and play Pokemon, an old Pokemon any day. Pokemon Red, I would be totally fine with playing Pokemon Red right now. Why? Because I just like the old gameplay, the old 151 Pokemon. I love that. The old Mario, I still play that. Virtual Console, I'm gonna light that up when I get a Wii U. So
you're gonna play the Virtual Console really now?
There's a Virtual Console on there, and they have really good games.
Oh,
I
see what you're saying.
Yeah. They have a lot of good games on there, and it's backwards compatible.
Some of them are free as well.
Yeah,
I
remember, the Wii U has a lot going for it, lot going for it, and that's why I even though Bloodborne is coming out, I still think about Wii U more than I think about getting a PS4 eventually, which is weird. If I do miss the ball on Bloodborne, then I might as well just get a Wii U, because if that's the only thing I buy the system for, it's not worth it. For the Xbox,
Did we talk about the rule on the podcast? The whole you buy a console only when it's got equal value in games you want to play?
Right. And the Xbox has fulfilled that for me. Even though I joke around with that, of course, because that's what people like. I joke around it on the start, the Sunset Overdrive thing, but really, I love my Xbox, to be honest. Like, I play with my friends that also has Xbox. I have a couple games that I like, a few games, and the Master Chief Collection is just like my childhood in a nutshell. Well, no, there's a lot more to my childhood. My childhood is very complex with a lot of games. I've played literally every system in my every system, and that was just a big chunk of my childhood as well. Was Halo. But I started with Nintendo, then Super Nintendo, then N64. Oh my gosh, playing just tons of games. I remember this card game I used to play on N64. I remember Star Fox Adventure. I remember, of course, Smash Brothers and Mario 64, of course, obviously. But all these other games that are just so obscure that we rented from Blockbuster. It's, oh my gosh, nostalgia. And I know some of you guys are feeling nostalgia too as well. But geez. But yeah, I love going back, and the 360 was a big part of young adult stages, I would say. Getting out of high school, getting into the real world, finding a job to help my mom get out of this rut that she was in, and playing Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare. Oh, hell, man! I had a clan.
Zombies.
I was rocking it with the G36C. Oh my gosh. Oh
my god, are you talking about a headset?
No.
Oh no, never mind.
No.
Did you ever have a Turtle Beach?
Yeah, I did. I had an X41s. That was a very expensive headset. But that's when I learned that virtual surround sound headsets, they don't exist. I explained this right on the podcast. Those things.
I think we talked a little bit about it before.
Yeah, they're
I
a
know
joke.
that we've talked about binaural audio and stuff. It's more about the audio engine within the game than anything else.
Well, it's the headset as
speakers.
well. It's a headset as well. I mean, the headphones. It's this whole thing with the 7.1. I think that's why it has gone down a little bit, because it doesn't that stuff doesn't exist for headphones. Yeah, it doesn't exist. When I gave my friend, he had an X41 still, and I was like, dude, after I found out the truth about surround sound, and I started using Sennheisers. I tried out a few of them that had really good sound stages. Sound stages is the area in the head. I don't know how to explain it. when you're dropped into a world, you can hear things around you, and the accuracy goes up depending on what type of headphones it is. Most likely, open head headphones have the best sound stages. So stuff like the Sennheiser's 598 have like one of the best ones, I would say.
Yeah.
Even though I don't really like the sound too much, you could hear things that you would never get from like expensive Turtle Beach. Never. I'm sorry, guys. Like never. Like Adobe Digital, I don't know. I don't really like Adobe Digital. I kind of like the natural sound that I get from it. I do like optical cables though. But yeah. Anyways, I gave him a HyperX Cloud, and this is a closed headset that's really cheap. That's actually really good for the price. I got it for like $60. He got it, and he was like amazed. He was like, "This is clear. This is I can feel the shots. Like, what is this? Like, I paid like $300 for this headset, and this cheap little headset is better." But yeah.
Yeah, see, I always struggle with stuff like that because all the product reviews always say the same kind of stuff. It's sort of like when we were talking about me getting a new mic. It's always like, oh, this is great, XYZ, it's good, and then it's sort of you're left in the dark. You really have to try so hard to know like exactly what's up.
Because it's all about personal experience too as well.
Yeah.
If the person doesn't know other mics or other headphones or whatever you're looking at, then you won't know. Like you have to look at someone who's actually tested out other mics.
Yeah, because most people don't have the personal experience. They're like, oh yeah, this sounds good. This is like my third headset ever or whatever. I'll leave a really positive review on Amazon or something. And, that can be misleading.
Right. Exactly.
Not really helpful.
And it's you never read the ones that says, oh yeah, good mic. And then that's it. 5 stars.
Yeah.
Never take that.
Who are these people? Why do they bother even going back to leave a review? Like really now?
Yeah, and you have to make sure. Amazon has been doing this thing where you're a verified user.
Right.
Verified purchaser. So you purchase it with your account, and you're going to review it with that same account that you purchased that item with. So that's a really good thing to go off by, because you'll have like, for instance, like when Xbox and PS4 were having a whole childish war when they first launched, people were leaving bad reviews on each side on Amazon to get people not to buy them, and it's just childish idiocy. But anyways.
You still see that stuff like there was a lot of stuff to do with that on Dragon Age Inquisition. Like a lot of people say, actually, it's an incredible game, right? You've played it yourself, and yeah, the reviews, if you were to look on places like Metacritic, aren't actually that good because people just 1-star it or whatever, 1 out of 10 it just because it's EA,
Yep.
Or whatever.
And or they had a bad experience with something that's most likely their fault, or something actually happened with their graphics card or whatever.
They have a terrible PC.
Yeah,
this game doesn't run 1 out of 10.
Yeah, they're not informed, and that's what happens when you're not informed. And I guess that's why
you shouldn't take Metacritic too seriously.
Yeah, you don't. You want to play things for yourself. I'm not saying go out there and spend the money, because sometimes you might. Most likely, if everyone says it's bad, it's probably going to be bad. You might find enjoyment out of it, but it's probably going to be bad as a game.
Yeah.
Because I found enjoyment from like some really crappy games. I mean, some really crappy games. Two Worlds and all those had bad reviews.
Two Worlds, man. Do you know what? I really want to play Two Worlds again. Like, because I'm so nostalgic. I remember this one specific bit where I'm like walking down this road with the ocean on my right, and I just got some more gear or whatever. It was like, it must have been right near the start of the game, and I have no real understanding of how bad that game is because I wasn't really paying that much attention when I played it and I was so much younger. But I really want to go back to Two Worlds and just experience it again. Just for that nostalgia. Because I actually remember, I don't know, I feel like I had fun with that game.
Yeah, it was buggy as heck. It's the same thing with Sacred too.
Two Worlds 2 apparently was really good. It had like a really cool magic system.
Yeah, it had a really cool magic system, but it was a bad game. It was a bad game. I didn't even finish it because it was just really buggy. Really buggy. It didn't grab me as much as Sacred 2 and 2 Worlds. Do you remember
the whole Two Worlds thing and like how people were like, oh, this is the new Elder Scrolls, this is the franchise that will finally the open world RPG franchise that will compete on the same terms as the Elder Scrolls. I remember that so clearly. Mm-hmm. Like me and all my friends at school were like, yeah, this is it. This is going to be great. And then
and you buy it and you're like, oh my
I remember terrible voice acting. Yep. I remember that much.
Yeah.
And lots of like misty like rocks and stuff
that
looked a bit like Stonehenge or something. I don't know. Maybe that's a bit near the end of the game. I'm not sure. Damn though.
Yeah. It's good. This was back in the days when magazines were very important. I still get the Game Informer magazines actually.
That must be out on Steam, right?
What?
Two Worlds.
Yeah. All right. Has to be. It absolutely has to be. I was looking
I
up
may
the other
be
day
making a
because
purchase right now.
KOTOR came out on Android, and I've been looking to play that again. I don't remember it. I remember liking it because I was playing all the Jedi Academy games, like just downloading them from the internet. Like when I found out about torrents, I was just downloading them everywhere. Because I didn't even know how to buy them. Like I was just so young. I was just like, yeah, oh my gosh, yeah, download them. I was learning how to crack stuff, and I was just playing all these Jedi Academy games, and they were just so good. It was just so good, and I end up going to the store and buying me a copy of KOTOR, but I never finished it because I lost a disc, and I had to reinstall it, and that happened. I don't know what happened to the disc, but I lost it. I think I still have the KOTOR box.
You've told me before you're very like clean freaky about discs, right? If I remember right.
Yeah. Like
I told
all
you
my
that,
games are just like clean. Everything I bought new. Yeah.
And so like you're not one of these people. If I used more discs, all right, I'll be honest. If I used more discs, which I don't really anymore, but if I used more discs, I would still be one of these people where you open. So what have I got behind me here? I got a PS2 game, The Getaway. All right. If you open The Getaway, what are the odds the actual disc The Getaway is in here? Oh, okay. There's 2 discs in here.
Oh my gosh.
You're
one of those guys that just double up.
It's always like pot luck. What do you think is in here right now? It's actually guessable.
Really?
It's weird though.
What system is it? PS2?
Yeah, it's PS2. The Getaway is not in here.
Grand Theft Auto.
However, The Getaway Black Monday is in here, which I believe was the sequel to the game. So, and I don't actually have a Getaway Black Monday box, so I have no idea.
Remember Black? The game Black? It was like a shooter.
Oh yeah,
they were doing a remake.
Destructible Terrain and stuff.
Yeah,
right.
They were doing a remake, and I don't know what happened to it. I think it got canceled.
It's like Red Faction. Oh no, Black was the thing about Black, wasn't it? That it was like, hey, let's have 160 people in a multiplayer like map, right? And it was like for Xbox Original, right? Xbox Original.
I think it was on PS2 as well. I thought it was on PS2. I thought that's where I played it on.
Black was like, it was one of these things. It was like, hey, look at these incredible graphics, right? Like back during those earlier sort of console days, and that was like the main thing about it. Everyone was like, oh, the graphics are insane. And there was some other game as well. Maybe it was Black, but yeah, it just had like insane. So this was a 2006 first-person shooter. Yeah. The game is notable for its heavily stylized cinema-inspired action, as well as its sound quality and destructive effects during gameplay. Yeah, like the graphics thing. All right, this is me as a 14-year-old kid probably or something running around. Oh no, I was a lot older than 14 in 2006. Whatever, you know. Yeah, there were all these old like big releases, and I remember so many of them flopping and stuff.
So good.
And the hype just dies away.
I wanted to tell you the experience of my friend came over. He bought a PS4 for himself.
Was this for New Year's or?
Yeah, he's been coming over quite a bit. He lives in South Carolina right now because he moved over there because he went to a manager position, and he's been driving down 2 hours to come see me and his girlfriend down here. So, but mostly to see me because yeah, my boy.
The girlfriend always comes second, all right? What's that thing? Bros before women. Before
women. Before women. And so he brought over his PS4, and this is the second time he brought over his PS4. The first time we played PT. I wish I was live streaming it, but it was just like too much work. You know, and sometimes you just
Do you want to tell people what PT is?
PT is like the Silent Hill demo. Like, I guess it's a demo, and it shows you like a clip of what Silent Hill is gonna be. The main character is Daryl from The Walking Dead, which I catch up with The Walking Dead because when Potatoes held a knife to me. But yeah, it's a pretty scary game. In person and also watching a video. So I was scared of it while watching a video, but I was like, it didn't make me jump out of my chair. But when I was playing it with my speakers on high, it freaked me out.
I haven't played this. Should we maybe play this together? You get to laugh at me being terrified of this game.
You gonna get PS4?
Oh right, yeah, damn.
Yeah, you gotta think about that whole $400 paywall. Nah, more like $500 paywall. because you have to think about tax. You got to think about actually.
Yeah, go for the Wii U, all right? Cheaper. That's all that matters. Cheap.
Yeah,
cheap.
man. The Wii U.
I got an Ouya because it was cheap.
You got an Ouya?
No, I didn't.
I'm like,
I saw a video of a guy who was like really regretfully opening his Ouya. He was like, he holds up this sign that was like, and that they have when you buy it, when you bought one, they put in, because of the Kickstarter, a big message for you that says, "Thank you so much for believing." Right? You know, you were a part of something. You were making this reality possible. And this guy just really solemnly just looks at it and holds it up to the camera, and it's all these happy words, and his face is just like, ugh. What was I doing? And then, oh my god.
Oh, so sad, man. So sad that it flopped a little bit. I mean, they still exist, right?
Who doesn't want to play mobile games on TV, man?
Yeah. That's great. Yeah.
Because you need a console to do that, right? You can't just like.
Unless it syncs up to the phone and makes you and saves like your progress on your phone, then there's no point. There really is no point. Or they have some type of connectivity with your phone.
Well, you can just stream output from, especially tablets, definitely, but a lot of smartphones as well. You can just stream output to a HDMI device anyway.
Oh,
and then it's basically doing what and you would use the phone still as a controller, I guess. So that's slightly different to what the Ouya was proposing.
Yeah.
But essentially, I mean,
no one wants to play those games. The whole point.
But gaming is done on the TV, Matt. I want to be able to play Cookie Crunch and is it Cookie Crunch?
Yeah.
I know that's not even a mobile game necessarily. You don't know what I'm talking about, do you?
No.
You got obsessed with it. We did when we did when we did that SAB video, you were crazy.
Yeah, there's another one with that's an RPG that my friend linked to me as well, and it's just like, oh my gosh, why? Anyways, the PS4, he's gotten addicted to Grand Theft Auto 5 for very bad reasons.
Why? What are his bad reasons?
The reasons that you would think about. Like, you know, let's just leave it at there. He loves the first person. I don't know
what you're talking about.
The first person is very nice to him. So like he's been playing it.
The first person is good though, man. I've seen those videos. People doing like front flips on their bikes and stuff off giant mountains.
It looks so glitchy though. It looks so glitchy. I'm like, why are you even playing a first person? You're like crashing the car. He's like, no, I like it because he used to play first person in Gran Turismo a lot way back in the PS2 days when we used to race.
First person is where it's at. I'm sorry. Absolutely. I really want to get in on next gen GTA or whatever just because of the first person. Even the previous GTA 4, there were like these first person mods. They were so awesome. That plus Oculus when the next like kit comes out, dude.
Oh, now that would be interesting. That would be interesting, first person or whatever. But I seriously think about buying the Oculus dev kit too sometimes, but I just have to wait till this year till they come up with another kit or they release it. Is it?
In my opinion, as an owner of DK1, it's not worth getting a DK1, and as an owner of DK1, the bump up in the experience, while significant, I would say for me especially, and I would therefore say for you too, it's actually not worth the purchase.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the consumer version. It's like a $350 investment for that. I would love to have VR right now, but I just know that I would love to have a ultra wide monitor. I'm not gonna spend $900.
Do you want to talk about that?
No,
Matt's been linking me this crazy thing. All right. Do you want to? Can I talk about my plan? I mean, you're totally blameless.
Go ahead.
All right. So we talk about scams and stuff. We talk about nicking things on the podcast. Right. It's getting to that level now. Here's my latest plan. So Matt is really interested in this crazy expensive monitor. Okay. It's ultra. What is it?
Ultra wide 19:9 resolution.
So basically, this is a
4K.
1440p monitor. So it's a 2K monitor, but. It's like double the width that you'd normally expect. So anyone listening to this right now with your multiple monitors or whatever, imagine it's just all attached onto one beautiful screen. And so Matt was linking me these reviews to it, and I think it's a bit excessive, but it looks really cool. Like that this guy brought like Adobe Premiere up and brought Adobe Photoshop up and combined them both together on this one massive screen, and it was pretty cool. Okay, but it's a very, very expensive bit of hardware.
Yeah.
So we were talking about the idea of sending like a message out to them and being like, so Matt has actually done a review on hardware before, particularly did the video gaming chair, right? So in theory, Matt could send them their like press a message and say, hey, I do reviews on this kind of stuff. Check out my channel, link to this review of the chair. Would you mind sending me your product out so I can do a review on it? And a lot of people do this online. You know that there's these big channels, Linus Tech Tips we were talking about. You know, there's a lot of people who do this, and they end up getting a lot of really cool stuff for free because it's obviously marketing for these companies. And there's a chance, a very slim chance, that whoever Matt messages is not going to be savvy enough to know that it's not real marketing and he's basically just throwing $1,000 away or whatever. It's $1,000, isn't it?
It's 900, a little bit less.
It's ridiculous. Okay, so but this is the idea. It's like maybe you could get this thing for free. And so I came up with a scam. I came up with a better idea. I thought, what if you sent the message to their PR guy and say, hi, I am Linus Tech Tips or whatever, some big channel, because I've never done a hardware review. So I immediately got selfish me. I was like, oh, Matt could do that. How could I do that? That'd be pretty interesting. And I realized I could just pretend to be some like British guy who does reviews on this kind of stuff, give them my real address, my real name to ship it to, but tell them that my YouTube channel is a different one. And again, they might not twig that it's not actually me. And they'll be like, oh yeah, you've got, 30 million subs, you've got all of these eyeballs on you, this is going to be great for the company, here, and then they send it out, but to my address, and even better, I don't have to do the review. A review never comes out, they complain, but it doesn't matter, I've got the TV. Think about it, it's genius.
No, I do not feel right about this at all.
And Mount Media was like, no, that's not happening.
Not happening.
You could totally set up like bots and stuff though, and just find different products and whatever. Just keep sending out similar messages.
No, if I get a product, I want to be honest with that because I want that company to like me. I want that company to send me more stuff. I want
Oh, me too, absolutely, guys. If in the next podcast,
no, you can't do it without Facecam, buddy. Nah.
I'm
not seeing a next
podcast,
video with you with just your hands. It's not happening. Even though that might be still cool.
What? Just my hands?
Yeah, that was on the Oculus Rift video, wasn't it?
Who's the? Yeah. It was. Who's the guy though that does actually reviews and fun stuff like that? Ashens, is it? Is it Ashens?
Yeah. Ashens, but he shows his face. That's his style. So.
Yeah, I know, but his general style is, hey, here's my hands.
It doesn't matter. He shows his face.
So I've got really good looking hands as well, by the way.
Half of that. Okay.
You know, some people just have creepy hands, right? Like you look at them in their videos, their hands appear. They got like hands, stubby fingers, or their nails are really long, or there's dirt under their nails, or they're unnecessarily hairy. I got good hands. There's an episode of Friends, right, where Joey's like, "Oh, I found my identical hand twin," and then he wants to get into hand modeling and stuff. I reckon that could be my true calling. My only thing is I have a scar on one of my fingers where I once tried to open a bottle and it shattered and it just split my skin open all over my finger. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, TV, that's how I'm going to get it. If I have it next podcast, I didn't say anything, and I got it totally legit.
All right. Anyways, the reason why I want to get that monitor is because you'll be able to not have to put all your, spread out your graphics card between two monitors. Because I have two monitors set up right now. Obviously, two cheap 1080p, like 19-inch monitors, which have done really good by me, like really good. But I wanted to combine it into one so I can my graphics card can just do whatever it can to boost, one signal out. And be able to have everything on one screen because it gets really annoying having, two screens just to edit and stuff like that. But
yeah, it looked so cool that just everything
it's
on
ridiculous.
That was
and just having this
seamless.
humongous thing to be watching everything you need to watch, and it would be great. And even Elite Dangerous on that wide monitor, because it actually supports that wide monitor. A 34-inch. Oh my gosh, it must be beautiful. But that is out of my reach, like times a million. So I will never be getting that until it goes down in price.
Well, I've got an idea. If you want to try and get it for free.
Anyway, so I the PS4, he brung it over and he was showing me. Yeah, I was like, oh, play a couple missions. I want to see how the graphics are because this whole like, oh, PS4 is better because the graphics, And I was like, okay, and I looked at it and I was like, it's the same damn thing. What are these people talking about? But I mean, you could also say that, oh yes, it's a game that's ported to every system and and PC and everything.
So there's going to be some uniformity there.
Yeah, there is. And PT did look really, really good, but it wasn't. If it's not PC quality, and it's not that better than like the Xbox, then what's the point? What's the point? You might as well get the system that you want to get, not like because it has better graphics. It doesn't have better graphics.
It's always a question of the exclusives to me.
Yeah, and I want him to next time he needs to bring over because he hasn't downloaded The Last of Us. He says he wants to have his projector set up because he wants to get like a expensive projector.
Ooh,
and everything.
when I studied film, everyone had these really nice HD projectors.
Yeah,
Those things
that's
are
what
awesome, dude.
That's what he wants, and he wants to set that up and everything in his room, and he's gonna we're gonna pick me up and go down and we're gonna play Last of Us. But that's what I want to see. I want to see Last of Us in this HD remake, and how good does it look? You know, like, is this better than what I've been playing on my PC? It's probably gonna be nice. It's probably gonna be the same thing.
Well, isn't there's actual content difference though with Last of Us Remastered, wasn't there?
Yeah. No. I'm talking about, like, that's the whole point. It's all about the exclusives. It's not about the graphics. It's not about the graphics. If you like the Xbox because of this, if you like the PS4 for this, if you like the Wii U for this, then get it. The Wii U has it doesn't have really good graphics, and it's outdated as hell. Like, you have to wait like 2 hours just to update the whole dang system when you first get it. Like, it's really outdated.
Oh, actually, Matt, the Last of Us Remastered has improved visuals, whatever that means. It's basically saying native 1080p display, 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
These are things you'd be getting onto PC. Advanced audio options, whatever that means. In-game cinematic director commentary, which not everyone's going to care about, and an in-game photo mode. That's it. And then it gives you the DLCs for free.
Well, the whole point is that it's a native 1080p 60 FPS. That's the whole point of getting it on the PS4.
Yeah. So actually, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want. That's why I want to check it out to see if it's really that good. And that's an exclusive, so that would be like the best looking game on the console. So I want to see how far you can push, but also you have to think about like I don't want to get into this conversation too much, but you have to think about in the launch of the 360 and PS4, PS3, it was like crappy games, compared to now where like they've been pushed to the limit, and it looks really decent. Still old with jaggies, 720p upreds to like to 1080p, but it was still really good back then, decently. But now not for everyone who has a PC, of course. But yeah, playing Crysis on maximum, I couldn't play Crysis.
I've actually never played Crysis.
It's not that good. The first Crysis is interesting to play. I played through Crysis 3, and actually enjoyed it. It was okay. I don't know why I played through it. I just felt like playing through it one day, and I played through it.
I remember like Crysis 1 was a huge deal, and I remember when Crysis 2 was coming out, like everyone was assuming it was going to be this another like epic, massive, huge deal. It was going to be so many massive improvements graphically and stuff, and then just sort of it fizzled super quick, and all of a sudden Crysis 3 came out. It was really, really bizarre times for me. Is there any news of what's even going on with that franchise now? Is it just over? I literally know nothing about it except
I think it kind of fizzled. I don't know if it sold necessarily well. It might have sold decently, maybe not enough for it to be like, okay, maybe we should, this is not a franchise we can just use and have, Crysis 4, Crysis 5, Crysis 6, like everyone else is doing, like what Assassin's Creed and Call of Duty. But
they're just repackaging it. 2014, the Crysis trilogy came out.
So many remastered video games, so many remastered movies are coming out, and like when I went to go see The Hobbit, the only thing I saw was a bunch of remastered stuff. I mean, not remastered, remakes. And I was just like, wow.
Oh, you mean the trailers?
Yeah. I saw Kingsman. I don't know if that's a remake, but man, that looks cool.
I saw the SpongeBob movie. New SpongeBob movie?
A new one, wow.
Yeah, it actually looked pretty good. I never saw the original I was super into SpongeBob for a while, but then like it's completely fallen off my radar now.
Yeah, I saw the original. The original was
it any good?
I was young, so I don't know.
It actually looked kind of hilarious in the cinema.
Does it still go on? I wonder. I have to look that up.
SpongeBob's got like this crazy thing about his universe where every single random character you ever see in the background is actually a real named character within the universe. And the writers have names for them and lives for all of them, and you can read about it all online. And there's never like just random filler people that they use as extras. They're all actual residents of Bikini Bottom with names and stuff. And I've always had a lot of respect for the show for that. It's got like that depth there beyond just the utter stupidity. Also, Squidward is amazing. He's like the best straight man that I've ever seen in anything ever.
I just like the inside jokes constantly. You know, the
yeah,
sexual.
Don't they have a thing about a guy hurting his leg? He's like, my leg! Every time there's an explosion or like something's going on, you always hear a person in the background go like, my leg! It's so good. I think it's that line. I have to Google this now.
Well, there you go, guys. There you go. That's what we've been doing and playing. Are we ready? Are we ready for that audio adventure?
Oh yeah. Okay. So this week is Matt's turn for the audio adventure. Every week we send each other.
This is technically kind of like it could be an audio adventure if you're slow.
This looks a bit rushed, Matt. It's
for you,
called audio adventure.
For you, if you're a little slow on the draw here, then you know.
All right. Okay. Let me sort out my headset.
But this is for the people. This is for the people here. The people will probably get it straight away who have been watching consistent VisualWood.
What? And I won't. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying. I'm saying. Tell me what's happening in this clip.
All right. Okay. Okay. I'm double clicking. I'm clicking play.
Do it.
You're outside. I hear cars. You just close the door. I hear a siren.
Shush. You're not gonna let us. We're here to pick up a package.
How y'all doing?
Good, man.
How y'all like the place?
It's good. Very happy, man. That's fine. You use it.
Not to worry about neighbors right next door to you, the next wall.
Yeah. I could boom my music,
Yeah.
or I don't have to hear them.
Exactly.
Oh wow.
What
This
is
is-
it?
I have no idea what this is.
Is yours?
Yeah, it is. Matthew Dawkins. That's crazy. Do we have to sign anything? You don't even know what to put. Yeah. We got to come back here.
Well, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, man. It's good. It's good to see you again, man.
All right. Have a good
We didn't know we
one.
were moving yet the other day when I last talked to you. I was like,
Yeah.
damn, I didn't get to say bye to Clay.
Nah, that's cool.
So it's good that you were here. I was hoping that you were here. All right, man.
All right.
Be easy. You always working the holidays. Always working the holidays.
Well, it's Monday to Thursday. That's when they have it. So.
Right. All right. See you, man. All right.
Dude, this is weird. This is really weird. This is like, I don't know, we're borderline here. It's so odd, and I bet it's odd for everyone else listening as well. Like,
what are you
get... It's like a weird perspective of you. What is that? Oh, hey, how's it going, man? Yeah.
What do you?
Totally different voice. This is my voice when I'm around a person that I don't 100% know. Or, maybe an old friend.
What do you?
Yeah, I can hear it.
What do you
Hear
mean?
I do the same thing. Everyone does the same thing, and it's totally there. It's weird.
What are you talking about? I don't have no voice. That's
Yeah,
me.
you do. You had a totally different... Well, it wasn't totally different. It was a deeper voice. It's fine, though. That's what people do. That's what guys do.
Dude, I do not have a deeper voice. When
You
I'm around
did.
people.
That was
No, I
not normal
don't.
Matt visual there. That was I don't know.
What do you mean? That's this way I talk. My voice
right.
changes like that.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Oh
It's
my
just
gosh.
this is weird. It's like I was just sort of a fly on the wall there. It was cool.
It's
I
the
liked
same.
it.
It's the same thing when you're going up and you go into Subway. Like you sound totally different because you're not talking for
exactly.
a podcast.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, I agree.
You're
I
talking
did sound
about
different.
regular life and then the podcast. You have to
Yeah.
enunciate. You have to talk into a microphone. You're
Oh, so
set
you're
up
telling me-
a certain way. Of course,
you're
your
telling me that
your
you're
voice is
fake
going to
on the
sound
podcast.
different, and it's not a quality mic either.
Okay, all right.
Uh-huh.
Sure. No, don't take it as an insult. I just thought it was really interesting. It's weird to hear it though. Like it is there. I agree, but it's weird to hear.
All right, what's
I don't
happening?
know. Okay.
What's happening?
I guess maybe you're talking to your landlord who you haven't seen for a while.
Nope.
No, not your landlord. Who would you have been talking to? Who was that guy? The security guard? Is that you talking to the security guard?
Ding 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 ding.
Yeah, okay. You were picking something up. Yeah, it sounded like you were talking about music or whatever. So was this where you were just picking up your sound system or whatever, moving it along?
No. All right. So what happened was
This is the legendary security guard. We
This
finally
is the
hear
legendary security guard
This is our
saying
last
bye to the
chance.
legendary security guard. So people wanted to hear that. So I went and got it for you guys. There's this package that arrived at my old place, and I'm like, what is this? Why is there a package there? And I didn't order anything. And usually, I didn't transfer everything over to the new house just yet, but I still need to go to the post office and maybe talk to Maker Studios and switching it back, or Disney, should I say, because that's what's written on our stuff now.
Really? I went paperless a while ago, so I don't get them in the mail anymore.
No. I went paperless too, but it says it in the account. It says Disney paid it. Walt Disney.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine do not. Mine don't say that.
I will take a picture for you so you can see.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really weird. I was like, what the hell? Disney's paying me? It's really weird. But yeah, I went there to get this package, and I said bye to him, and it was weird because I saw him a day before, and I was like, oh damn, I didn't get to say bye to Clay.
Yeah, because you said he was away on the day, and you had that grumpy person instead, that woman.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I mean, yeah, she was grumpy, but yeah, he was away. So I said bye to him then. It was perfect. I was picking up a package. He was there. I was like, let me record it for VisualWood.
Did you say that to him?
No. He doesn't know.
You said that to your wife?
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
My wife didn't know I was recording the whole thing either.
I think that's a violation of privacy. Do you think we're going to eventually, like, this is going to get worse and worse and worse, and we're going to start recording some really, like, serious stuff people don't want recorded? Oh, yeah, this was, I was walking home. I'd gone to town for a Subway. I don't know, I really fancied Subway. And on the way home, there was this back alley, and there was this woman that just took some money from a guy and just sort of went down on him. And so I was like, oh, there you go, I'll record this. And she gave her full name and social security and stuff.
That escalated
and I'm sure
quickly.
she's okay. She doesn't mind that being up on the internet, right? Like, it might get to that level.
Are we going to go video adventure now?
Oh, the video adventures. Guys, before we recorded, I was suggesting a new feature to Matt, right? I've got some food here. And guessing it. Come on, we need new features.
We need Facecam. Right? Is this the year? Is this
maybe.
the year?
I don't know. Maybe it depends.
It has
how
to be.
Oculus
No,
stuff
no.
goes.
There's no maybe. Okay, you've been saying maybe for 2 years. Okay.
Yes. No. I've been telling you consistently. The only real reason I'd want to do Facecam stuff is if the video is really called for it, and I do desperately want to cover Oculus, and VR in general because it's been close to my chest for a while. But it's like who would ever do those videos without?
Reaches 20K an episode?
No, I'm not doing some arbitrary thing like that. I'm waiting for the next dev kit to come out, see how news goes.
Do you think you owe the fans 50K an episode? Facecam?
No, I don't. I wouldn't think I'd owe them anything.
Jeez.
What? No, I don't. They're watching for the reasons they're watching, not for some weird prize at the end. Unless you want these acrylic paints.
Very true. I was thinking about that when I was because I'm thinking about streaming now. Well, I'm going to stream. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I should take off the whole, like, what everyone does with the sub and stuff. Maybe the sub I'll keep on, but, like, in the corner. And then
you told me you wanted to start streaming and put on makeup and wear a low-cut top.
Yes, I did. I'm not going to lie. I wanted to go the whole girl angle because, let's be honest here, I need some money. So I think I should put on a dress, put on some makeup on, look pretty for you guys, get some nerd glasses, right? And show my legs a little bit, maybe shave them for you guys,
I don't know how
have my legs right on my chair, like twiddling around like some little girl, right?
Yeah, I don't know how like plump your backside is, but you could wear like those like really short like jean trouser things.
Oh yeah, when I get up and I was like, oh, oops, I dropped something.
Oops. Yeah.
And then like Doritos. You see some guy like gives me $500. Yeah. Or $170. I don't know. But yeah. So that
big plans for 2015.
Yeah. We can make this happen, guys. Are you interested in seeing that? I'm a very hairy guy, by the way. Someone thought one of our like guys who watches us a lot, the guy who showed us some of the weirdest black people on the internet. He always shows us some random like black YouTuber. The one what's the one that that the guy who just hates his own people.
Oh no, let's not talk about him again. I can't remember his name.
Yeah,
I'm really happy I can't remember.
I can't remember his name. But the guy who was like just talking trash about like, oh, black women and blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh my gosh. Now that's a real self-hating monkey, not me. But yeah, he thought I had I think his name is Ricka something. Sorry, I don't remember how to pronounce your name, but he thought my hair was a tattoo, and I never answered him. I totally forgot. But no, it's just hair on my arm, which I'm thinking about shaving. How do you shave your arms? Do you shave your arms? No, right?
Me? No, I don't shave my arms.
Is that a weird thing that I feel like I'm okay with the hair on my lower arm, but on my top arm, I feel like I want to shave it, you know? And my chest, I'm very hairy on my chest.
Over your biceps?
Yeah.
I don't have hairy. Well, I don't know.
My
I've
muscles
got, like,
show a little bit more, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know. If it's uniform, it's fine. If it's like weird, like sporadic.
But I feel like if I shave, then I have to like,
that's an upkeep.
Yeah, it's an upkeep.
You could just get laser hair removal. Be done with it.
It's expensive.
Smooth as a baby's behind. Yeah, so what? You got to spend a little money to make a little money. You're not going to do very well, revealing skin on Twitch if you're hairy and weird, man.
Very true.
You gotta spend that cash.
So we didn't pick a movie club.
Dude, I found out. I did watch this movie though. This old movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think I talked about it last podcast. Did I talk to you about On the Waterfront? No, I don't think I did. Anyway, it was this old 1950s movie. It was really good, really, really fantastic movie. But there was this girl in it. She was useless. All right. Basically, the story is it's these dock workers and a mob has come in and taken control of the union. So the mob decides who actually gets money every day, who gets the work. They're throttling the little people. They're taking the biggest shares for themselves. Everyone's living in poverty. If you try and speak out against the mob, you get killed. That's the setup, right? There's this kid in the movie who is originally associated with the mob, but some girl gets in his life. And the movie starts with this kid basically killing a guy called Johnny who spoke out against the mob, and he was murdered. And his sister is bereaving her dead brother, and these two people end up falling in love. The man who killed her brother, they end up becoming an item. And so the story is this guy eventually turning against the mob and learning to speak out against them and all that kinds of stuff. But this woman in the movie, right? This is an old movie. This is the 50s, okay? And she was all classic, almost like Marilyn Monroe style, perfectly white, the old bob hair and stuff like that, right? Super, super old. The kind of character, the kind of person you'd expect to be dead. Most of these actors that you see in this movie, you can be okay, these people are dead at this point, and it's sad and whatever, but it's the truth. And then I realised this chick does voice acting in The Legend of Korra. And I'm like, what? It blows my mind. Yeah, it's the most crazy opposite ends of the spectrum I could ever fathom. It was unbelievable. I was like, who
I like seeing that. That's why I constantly look for that. I constantly look for that. And I always find some really weird people that I thought I like. The one of the biggest ones I found was that Luke from Star Wars does some voice acting, and he was the Joker.
Mark Hamill.
Yeah,
he does tons of stuff.
And I'm what? I didn't know that. I found it out last year, the beginning of last year, and I was like, what
and all
is
the Arkham
this?
games,
Yeah. What is this? I didn't know, and it's really cool to see stuff like that.
Yeah, I was so shocked that actually you might Matt, you might want to cut that. I don't know. I feel like I genuinely did just spoil stuff for people.
Okay, good thing I wasn't paying attention to it. What exactly you said?
Yeah. Well, you're gonna have to be careful when you cut it out.
Oh my gosh! Dang it! I better watch it before I.
Sure, I was subtle about it, but it's not a mind-blowing thing. It's just something a lot of people are talking about. Anyway, it was crazy to hear about this show that a lot of people have been talking about because the finale just came out, and then see this woman from this old movie about
you spoil stuff a lot.
Dogs. What do you? That's because I don't care generally. These are old movies.
What do you mean?
You don't stuff to have discussion.
Dude, I'm watching a Grimrock series and you're just spoiling stuff every episode.
Lots of people would kill for that information.
It's what are you doing? What are you doing? When I came
I spoil stuff?
When I came on to the Skype call, you spoiled the ending of Grimrock for me.
I didn't just spoil the ending. I spoiled all the endings.
You're crazy, and people get Matt, why you keep telling Whip Potatoes to shut up about spoilers? Because he's out of control. He needs to be stopped. He just
care too much
spoils
about spoilers,
anything.
man.
So he just talks. He's, oh, guess what? At the ending of Lost, they're all dead. Oh, blah blah blah.
Oh, don't make me rage, please. Don't say that.
I don't even know the ending of Lost. But
Well,
that's
yes,
what
okay.
that's something that everyone says. And I
The point of the end of Lost, okay? Everyone is
oh
dead at the end of Lost.
No.
No,
Why did I
listen,
mention it?
no.
No,
Any
don't
show
tell me
you
anything.
ever
I
watched.
haven't watched it yet.
No. Listen, though. Any show you have ever watched, everyone ends up dead in the end. Like, that's one of the points that they try and drive home. It doesn't actually matter. Everyone dies anyway at some point. Like, that's a big thing about it, right? Like, it's not actually a spoiler that everyone ends up dead.
Anyways, what is Movie Club? Or speaking about dead, segue, The Walking Dead.
Wait. Pick a movie club movie. Come on.
Well, I was looking at our comments. I know there's this guy who kept commenting on every video about us looking at one movie, some obscure movie that I haven't seen before.
I saw someone talking about Shutter Island, which I do want to watch. Got to get in some of that. Leo DiCaprio. I haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen it? I have seen it. Yeah. But let's watch it again. Maybe I might like it more this time.
That's a big movie with a big spoiler at the end, isn't it?
It's one of those M. Night
We're gonna have a
Shyamalan,
spoiler
what a twist. You know, it's just like,
Okay.
I don't know. It's I don't know. It's predictable. But okay, you know, we're going to watch that. Shutter Island.
Jeez, congratulations to whoever left that comment. You just randomly, very luckily, managed to sway what we're doing for movie.
Well, you wanted some.
Yeah, no, I'm down. Shutter Island, let's do it.
All right.
It's a good idea.
I'm gonna find that guy who's been messaging. If you're hearing this and you have
Guy
constantly said watch this movie, please comment again so I can see it, because I didn't find it on the last 2 comment section.
We're doing a lot of calls for comments this week. You noticed that? So you watched The Walking Dead?
We're not getting comments anyway.
Oh, what are you doing? No, my God. Jesus. That's not appropriate. You're just selling yourself short there. Talk to me about The Walking Dead. What do you think, man? You caught up, are you?
I am finished. I thought there was more seasons, but apparently I was just on the newest season.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But it ended. Of course, it ended like 9 months ago. But
So what was your general impressions of the season? Just watching it all through.
I thought it was really good.
For a lot of people, they're saying this is the best the show's been ever since like season 1, even.
I think there was a lot of twists and turns that I really enjoyed. Yeah, and you said it was slow in the beginning, but I kind of liked the slowness a little bit.
Well, the first episode was badass and had a character being totally badass, and everyone's falling in love with that character. And then
which character are you talking about?
It's Carol. Come on, episode 1 with like the arrow and the explosion and saving everyone.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you haven't read the comics? This is really hard to talk about The Walking Dead because I care about spoilers for this. And I don't want to ruin it for anyone.
Yeah. There's a lot of character development, and some crazy stuff happens at the end.
What did you think about the Eugene thing?
I didn't like him at first, but he's okay now. I guess now that I see what type of person he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. I think it's pretty good what he did.
Yeah. And then like later on, you see, he's warming up in a little bit. I was like, okay, he's not that bad now. But he was like a robot, but that's who he is. And
yeah.
And I kind of like different characters like that. It makes it go very well. And I was like, here comes this generic girl with the like sergeant guy. Here comes this generic girl in short pants. But no, she has like a little bit of personality too. And I was like, okay, you know what? This show, it's good. It's really good. I miss it. I've missed The Walking Dead. I haven't watched it in like a year. I've just been waiting for like everything to catch up. And we marathoned it the last 2 days, me and my wife, because she was off. She was off this week as well, and she's going back to work this week. And it was good.
What was her impressions of it?
She's always grabbing on me because I have this,
that's the kind of thing you want to watch with your wife.
Yeah, she's like, she's like, ah! Yeah. She's squeamish with it. It wasn't too bad. I think she's gotten used to it after like the first couple episodes. But it gets really tense. Even I squeeze her hand. I'm like, oh my gosh, please don't die. Please don't die. All these characters I like. Please. please. You're like, please.
There's one specific bit where all my favorite characters were all together,
Yes,
and they were all like
yes,
packing heat.
yes.
They all like get out of a bus together, and I'm like, this is so cool. You got like the crazy like porn star chick. You got the like the lesbian but very down to earth, very real, most relatable character in the entire show. You got I can't say names because then it's like, oh, I know this person doesn't die at this and stuff. But oh my god, all my favorite characters are all together. It was so amazing.
Yeah. So yeah, let's just say if you haven't caught up with season 4, you need to, and a lot of people die.
Yeah.
Just like most. Oh my gosh. But you see a lot of characters change, not necessarily for the better, depending on your perspective. And I think I love character development, and man, it was big fan service for me to see like truths be told, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Things happen, and people told each other, and I was like, "Oh snap, he gonna die!" yeah. Anyways, it's good. It's good. I gotta say I liked it. The whole thing with can I say I guess I could say Brian. The whole thing with Brian was crazy. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Brian? What? No, I don't.
That's his name he gave himself. Okay. Anyways, okay.
What?
You guys are probably hating this part because we're not talking
Dude,
about
are we
it.
talking about totally different series? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Are you sure you're caught up?
Yeah.
Are you 100% sure you're caught up? It sounds like you're talking about last series.
You haven't watched it in a while. That's why you don't remember Brian.
What do you mean? It was airing just a couple of weeks ago. It only just recently stopped. I know exactly where it's ended.
Oh, season 5 has come out?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude. What are you talking about? You're talking about last year's stuff.
Are you serious?
This whole conversation. Look, we're so scared of spoiling stuff. That's how this conversation has deteriorated. We thought we were having a cohesive discussion. We were talking about completely different things. You're talking about a whole season earlier than I'm talking about.
Are you? Hold up.
Yeah, I'm 100% serious. Brian. God, I haven't thought about Brian for ages.
I tried to search for it and I couldn't find it.
What do you mean?
I couldn't find season 5.
Tell me, does the name Abraham mean anything to you?
No. Oh my.
Does the idea of a hospital mean anything to you?
No.
No. Yeah, dude, you're not caught up.
Oh my gosh.
Next week on VisualWood, we'll actually talk about the wine.
we should probably cut all that out. But it's fine.
No. I think it's funny. I think it demonstrates our professionalism. It's so bad though. Moving. Do you want a riddle? Do you want a nice New Year's themed riddle?
Absolutely.
It's totally a troll, by the way. I'm on like the most trolly riddles ever. Here we go. You ready?
Oh no, you're not doing a riddle this time. This year.
Oh, all right. What? Do you do a riddle for me then?
Yeah, of course.
Here, pick it from this link.
So you can know.
And then I'll have all the answers. Yeah.
No, that's not happening.
That's okay. I'll look away. It's fine.
Sure.
No, really, I am. I don't have like crazy memory. I won't remember all of these.
Okay. What
Okay,
the
so
hell is this?
Just pick a riddle.
Even if they are starving, natives living in Antarctica will never eat a penguin's egg. Why not?
Penguins live in the Antarctic.
You know, we're not using riddles for that. We're not using riddles for that. We're not using riddles for that.
What? I'm not lying to you. I just got that.
What type of riddles are those? All right, let's.
They're all trolly ones. It's all lame stuff. Like, so the first one is, well, not the first one. What is one thing that all wise men, regardless of their religion or politics, agreed is between heaven and earth? The word "and."
All right, you want a troll one? Here's a troll one. How many months have 28 days?
1?
No.
None.
No.
All of them. All of them.
Yes.
Damn it! All of them.
Well, 12
Oh,
months.
I should have got that first. All right, that's good. All right, that's good. Do you want to go on to the questions?
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right, so we got a question we actually did last week and just didn't read out. So this is from Zapristo. Says, which character from a game, movie, book, or even real life person would you swap your life with? Also, how about you ask us a question? So what do you think?
Ooh, what should we ask them? All right, let's answer his question first. Well, you go first. You want to replace yourself?
Dude, what? Which character from a game, movie, or book? You're basically saying, could I just do anything? Why not just like Superman, so you can continue to have your regular life, but you just have everything? Well, then all this responsibility comes and all this lame stuff. I don't know.
Lame? You have superpowers. You can't die.
Yeah, but then people are constantly trying to kill you and stuff, and you have a weakness, kryptonite, and because of plot, everyone seems to have access to it and stuff.
Or you could just not do anything and just use it for
But
your
you
own
have to
selfish
feel responsible
desires.
for all these people dying. Yeah. Basically, what do you think the best universe is to live in?
The best universe.
Maybe pick like a show or something where like heaven is like 100% a thing, and all the characters are hanging around in heaven, and they all like live in this utopia, and then swap with them. So you just get to
do whatever.
have everything you could ever want. Live in heaven.
What about the Purge? Let's live in that world.
What happens in The Purge?
Isn't that the movie? The Purge?
I think that is a movie. I never saw it though.
The Purge? Isn't that the movie where all of them, they have one free day for everyone to do whatever they want?
That sounds really cool. I haven't seen that though.
What are you talking about? You're the one who told that. You're the one who talked to me about it.
No, I'm not.
What are you doing right now?
No, I'm really not. I've never talked to you about The Purge, dude.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm 100% serious. You're thinking to someone else.
I think you're trolling me right now.
No,
but whatever.
I'm not.
I'm
What,
gonna
do you
go
think
with
this
it.
happened in a podcast?
I'm gonna go with it. The Purge, yes, is where they have a free day, and this is supposed to keep crime low. They have a free day of they can do whatever they want, the whole world apparently, which is the most stupidest thing I've ever heard. But yeah, that's we should live in that world.
What would you do?
I would hide.
Hide. That's a very interesting. That's a cool idea actually, because maybe you should fucking hide.
Yeah, I'm not going out there with people being idiots. I really think if there was no law, people would do whatever they want and go crazy, just like in these movies. And I'm pretty sure the riots have happened before. Well, it's just.
Well, yeah. 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, there were all these riots in London just for really very little particular reason. It was just
how many people died
to go out en masse. I don't know how many people died, but pretty much just all these people were just robbing places and setting fire to stuff, and it was massive. It just flared up one summer.
Man. I never hear about riots. It's weird. I'm pretty sure they happen, of course, but I never hear about them. That's nuts, man. I really think that it's one of those things where you see people like commit crimes in games and stuff like that. You just wonder, like, man, if I had no consequences, just like no consequences in games, would I do it?
Well, surely you would still keep a moral compass of some kind.
Some people, but I really do think in season 4 of The Walking Dead, there's these like redneck fools, like they're twisted, they lived like this the whole life. They see a rich person and they feel like they wronged them in some way and blah blah, and that still happens around here in Georgia, where you have these redneck fools and they go crazy, man. They want to kill. Not all rednecks, obviously, but I'm saying.
Wow. This is pretty offensive.
What do you mean?
2011 England riots. Between Saturday the 6th of August and Thursday the 11th of August 2011, thousands of people rioted in several London boroughs and cities and towns across England. The resulting chaos generated looting, arson and mass deployment of police. The riots are sometimes referred to as the Blackberry riots due to the use of mobile devices and social media to organise them. Apparently it was all triggered because the police very rarely, if ever, shoot people in the UK, especially fatally. Like, it's incredibly rare, right? Like, you compare the stats, it's insane. Anyway, so a guy called Mark Dugan was shot, and I believe it was probably like he shouldn't have been shot or something, and that triggered it. I think it was supposed to be a racist thing at the start, and that's like what inflamed it. And then, but people just using it as an excuse to go out and loot stuff and steal things and be violent and attack people, and it was huge. Yeah, it really blew up.
Dang.
And they're still like prosecuting people who were involved and stuff. But yeah.
Well, there you go.
So what was the other part of the question? Us asking them a question.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
What should we ask them? Which of one of us is more handsome?
Well, they don't. What are you doing there?
I'm
All right,
I'm getting
no,
you to show
do
your
that. Okay,
face. That's what
which of us is more handsome? My potato image thing. All right. Or no. My like face on the podcast. They're all looking at it right now. Look at that background. Look at that sexy face. Look at that. Look at that with the potato markings and stuff on it. All right. Me, or Matt, who can't even have a consistent skin color throughout the different episodes. All right. Leave your answers down below. The next question is from William Botsford, who said, and you get to answer this one, Matt. Where is the full song for the intro song? We're talking about VisualWood.
I have a
song.
candle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow, there are episodes. All right, yeah. So
You spent this whole time looking at Walking Dead.
no, we
see
need
if
to
I'm
ask a true question by the end of the podcast.
What do you mean?
Yeah, we didn't answer his question. We need to ask the audience a question.
Well, I don't have any ideas.
The full song for the visual is basically that, just just a couple words that are different. But there's no like tunes and stuff. It's just a jingle. I will leave the link. I thought I'd leave the link in the first video, but maybe I didn't leave the full one. The actual link to the actual song. So I will try to, get that and then give it to you guys. It's on SoundCloud.
Yeah. It's not a full song though. That's the thing to note. It's not like it's just a very small cut of a pretty cool little jingle, and that's it. It's not like those other two songs that we had that were like crazy.
For the new year, I want to ask the viewers, people who made it this far, what do you mostly enjoy about VisualWood? I know it's such a cop out question.
Is it the pun?
Is
in the name?
Yeah, is the name? Is it the sections? Is it the sexy angel wooden potatoes?
It's like you're just wow. It's like you're just getting them to do market research for you.
Maybe.
That's
maybe.
So bad. All right, that's my question too, because I really don't have any ideas.
Wow.
The next one
thank
is
you.
from.
Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
The next one's from Mayus 19, who says, "It's New Year's tomorrow. There can only mean one question. What is your New Year's resolution? How long will you be able to keep it for? How often?" So I picked this because I'm curious of you. Do you do resolutions typically, and how long do they typically last? Because I'll say I never really follow through completely on my resolutions because they're always too vague.
I did a resolution maybe 2 years ago, like a serious resolution that I wanted to lose weight, and I did.
Oh, come off. Okay, all right, and you managed it.
Yeah, of course. I get serious. I get serious, but I don't do resolutions much. I don't have like a list that I write down, like this is what I want to do. But I do have. I do look back on my year and see what I've learned, and I feel like I have to grow every year. I have to. I have to move up every year. Like this year, I got a house, and I feel like this year.
Oh, you snuck that in right at the end of December.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I've been working on that house for about 3-4 months. Been waiting for a lot of stuff. Yeah, and that's something that we wanted to do. We wanted to move from our place, and
so I think your resolution should be to move on up, have like some kind of a vehicle by the end of next year, like a jet engine.
No, I want to go hard. I want to go really hard. I want to be successful on something.
Ultimately, giving you money so you can buy a private jet.
Sure, or
look,
just live life comfortably. I'm okay with just having enough.
A giant $1,000 monitor.
I'm okay with just having enough. A point like enough meaning like I can take out my wife if I want to and not think about the price of the meal that much. Even though of course I wouldn't want to go to $100 place.
No, I really like that actually.
Yeah, like that type
I feel like
of stuff.
when you're an old dude, right, and you've got all these like grandkids and stuff, you should tell them that. That's a really cool line.
Yeah.
You only need as much money as being able to take your wife out and not worry about the price of the meal.
Yeah.
Those are like words to live by.
Yeah, yeah. Get a car, stuff like that. But yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I guess.
What about you?
I don't know. My New Year's resolution.
It got serious for a second.
I don't really do them that much. I've got this thing where it's like, I don't know. I really believe that you shouldn't just wait for an arbitrary date to start trying to make a change or do something. So I don't know. Just get sort of, one thing that I really struggle with for a long time is getting just a regular sleep schedule. But that's so boring and small, you know. But like it's one of those things. I don't know, just small little positive changes. And New Year's resolution to me, therefore, it's like, you want to make a change, you think about it at the time, and you sort of go there. Otherwise, you just sort of end up falling over, right, by like January. And then it's an excuse to not make any change for the next 11 months. Like, how silly is that? You don't want to be stuck doing that. So, yeah, that's kind of my cop-out answer there. This is true. And the final question, are you ready for this?
Let's do it.
Yeah? You good? You ready? This is a big one.
Yep.
Okay, Jeremiah the Darkness says, is WP in love with the Coco?
Yes.
I'm in love with the Coco. I'm in love with the Coco.
Oh, that is great. That's
my answer.
That is great. I'm pretty sure
I hope
someone
people
should
know what the hell
remix
that is.
And
Yeah, auto-tune it, please. Someone, thank you.
yeah, you're just like, yeah, auto-tune it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's good.
Just sort of ringing my little bell when services are required.
Speaking about ringing bells.
Oh, this wasn't planned, by the way.
Snap. Okay.
Wow, it sounded like you just knocked a yogurt over or something.
A yogurt?
Yeah. It was a really specific noise. It sounded like a yogurt pot, and it just
so
fell
when
over.
did that happen to you for you to know that sound?
Dude, I knock over yogurts all the time. Clumsy as all hell. I actually don't eat yogurts anymore. Yeah. You know, like a yogurt, like a fromage frais, like a yogurt. Like mixed berry yogurt. You don't know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
really?
yeah, but you're saying it
get 'em in
weird.
little
You're
pots.
saying
What do you
yogurt.
mean?
You're saying it like that.
Yogurt? Yeah, that's how you say it. Oh
Yogurt.
my god, this yogurt.
Can you speak?
Yogurt.
Can you speak in an American accent?
Yeah, I can speak in an American accent.
No, that is not an American accent.
It's totally American. Why do you talk?
I was watching. See, you didn't click the link. You remember that link I was telling you? I was like, oh, this girl looks really pretty. She was talking in an American accent. She was like, oh yeah, I can switch it because of peer pressure in high school and stuff. And like she switches her voice, and it's like whoa, that's really weird.
Yeah,
it's like really weird when they say. I've seen guys do it as well. Like British actors. I say guys.
We were
I've
just
seen
talking
this
about
guy
The
do
Walking.
it. I can't remember.
We were just talking about The Walking Dead. You know that Rick Grimes, the main character, is British.
No,
That's all a fake accent. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, look at him in an interview. He speaks British.
Man,
he's not an American man.
I've seen Glenn like at least 2 times, right? And I feel like it's weird when I see Rick
he was at
Grimes.
the table,
It's not someone I would approach.
You didn't even approach Glenn though.
No, I don't want to approach Glenn. Dude,
God,
he's like one of the most successful shows.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yes,
Go
but
up,
he doesn't
drool
want to
over
be
him, ask for an
bothered. You know what
autograph.
happened? My wife told me. When she saw him alone, she.
And this was the picture I saw.
Yeah,
right?
this is the picture you saw. She
don't go up to him. Just take a creepy picture. Yeah, that's good.
She said that these 2 Chinese guys were trying to talk to him, and he's like, "Can I just finish my coffee?" You know, it's like he was like very annoyed. Like he can't breathe. It seems. You know.
Or he's just a not very sociable person.
True. Yeah, he does seem like that. He seemed like that on the Conan show as well. I was at the.
Oh, did he now?
Yeah. I was in a Conan show live, and he was there as well. And yeah, he seemed kind of like that. And he said, "Oh, he goes to this strip club in Atlanta, or whatever."
What?
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. Maybe you should go hang out at that strip club. Only to meet famous people.
It's like a strip club with older ladies in it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird. Why would he tell you that?
He said no. He said it live to everybody. Everyone knows about it now. And Ludacris was also there. That's ludicrous. Oh, that's funny. That was a funny bit.
God.
Anyways, yeah. Yeah. I also saw Ludacris. He was right near my church, actually. He in this place, but it's fun. It's cool.
You see a lot of famous people.
It's Atlanta. A lot of people are here, and I mean, The Walking Dead is filmed here, so.
Yeah, I'm telling you as well. I think we've talked about this before. You should totally be a zombie, man, in The Walking Dead. How cool would that be? You know, it's very easy to do it.
Yeah.
Be an extra and be a zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I'm serious. Someone wanted to give us a job at that. Well, no, not someone, but someone knew how to get in, and
yeah, it's not difficult as far as I'm aware.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's difficult being there in the makeup, in the heat, in particular. You know, if filming's going on in the summer and stuff, and you're an extra, you're never going to get treated very well or whatever. But it's a cool opportunity. You get to be one of the zombies. They go through a lot of them as well.
Yeah.
You should like hint about it when your birthday comes around or your wife's birthday comes around, and go be zombies together.
That's a coolish gift. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. And what you can do, all right, and this is what I would do, and you might not get away with it, but it's worth it. Try and wear some clothes, or try and like team up with your wife or whatever to get somewhere on your makeup, somewhere on your body, your YouTube channel URL. And so when the Walking Dead episode comes out that you're in it, it's Matt, that's Matt Visual, and there people can see that you are a YouTube star and you're like self-advertising.
Mm-hmm.
You get all these clicks because you were the zombie on Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Just like wear a hat that's got like the Matt Visual symbol on it. They won't know.
They won't know.
No. You're just a guy that died while wearing some sweet Matt Visual merchandise. It doesn't destroy the integrity of the show. Boom. Advertising. Product placement. This is how it works. All right?
It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode.
Brilliant.
Happy New Year's. I'm pretty sure this
Happy
is
New
late.
Year's, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Good things are coming. Things are coming.
Mm-hmm. You made a lot of promises this podcast.
No, I didn't. I just said things are coming. It could be like farts. It could be.
You said you were going to be streaming. You said Matt Casual videos were coming.
No, I
You
never said
said,
that. That's something we talked about before the podcast. You're just mentioning it now. Don't be putting words on the podcast.
My bad. My bad.
Uh-huh. It's all right. We'll cut that out with all the other things. See you later, guys.
Bye.